Hi, this is Olajide from CTF Security and welcome to my first walkthrough video from 2023 Intigriti Capture the Flag Security Challenge. The reason why I like this particular challenge so much is because it has to do with exploiting logic flaws in transaction within a web application. Now the challenge name is BugBank and it has a challenge description which says, "Welcome to BugBank, the world premier banking application for trading bugs. In this challenge, in this new era, bugs are more valuable than gold and we have built the ultimate platform for you to handle your buggy asset. Trade enough bug and have the chance to become a premium member, and in case you have any question, do not hesitate to contact your personal assistant. Happy trading." We have the author and we have the challenge URL. Now if you take a look at the challenge description properly, you see that our main task in this challenge is actually to become a premium member in order to be able to grab the flag. But before we can become the premium member, there are some criteria that we need to satisfy first. So let's just take a look at the interface of this challenge. So I'm going to grab the link. Let's open a new tab and I'm going to load that. So we can see the challenge is BugBank and we have some description right here, and if you scroll down you see a lot of other things, but I wouldn't want to bother about those for now. So if you click on the join us today, this takes you to the sign up section of the web application, and we're required to put in our username and password. Then we can either log in or we can register. So since we have no account, we can just register. I'm going to use CTF sec admin, and let's just use password as our password, and we can quickly register. Don't save, and you can see the interface of the application. Welcome CTF sec admin. Currently we have 0 bugs and our account ID is right here. Now if I scroll down, we have option to either go to the settings or we can transfer bugs. So if we click on the transfer bugs, you can specify the account ID you want to transfer bug to. You can also specify the amount, description, then you can transfer. You can also go to the settings section, which allow you to either modify your account information or you can either upgrade. Now there's a criteria to upgrade here, and it says experience exclusivity like never before with our premium flag feature. For just 10,000 bucks, unlock prestigious benefit and stand out in the BugBank community. Embrace the emblem of distinction, because you are not just trading bucks, you are making a statement. If I try to click on the upgrade, you see we have not enough money because we're expected to have 10,000 bug in order to be able to upgrade to the premium member. Now having understood that, I could try to interact with the application. So I can just go to transfer bugs. We can just use, since I don't have any ID for now, so I can just go ahead, copy, click on transfer, just put in our ID here. I can just say 10,000. So description is testing, and I'll just click on transfer. You can see that we have some validation here. Not enough money, meaning we don't have up to 10,000 bucks that we are sending out, which is actually nice. Now to understand this application better, okay, before I even get to that, we also have some chat session here between the CTF admin personal support and the CTF sec admin, and it says, "Welcome to BugBank. I'm your personal support contact. As soon as we build our chat function. You can send me message. Until then, please do not send any transaction. It gives me a notification and I need to check them. Cheers, CTF, sec, admin, personal, support, value 0. Now, this actually led me to a rabbit hole because I actually tried some XSS payload in these input boxes and try to see if I can get something. But one very good or interesting thing about this challenge is also that there's another solution aside from the intended solution. Now, if you go to the Discord channel, the author of this challenge says at exactly 9:23, that is a day after the CTF, he says, "Damn, I wonder what happened. Why was the BugBank challenge so buggy? Never again will I create a client-side challenge relying on bot. I did not expect it to be solved by so many, but if it was buggy, that makes sense." He actually posted the idea he had. That is his intended solution, which is the idea of dump clobbering or clobbering, I beg your pardon, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that properly, to hijack the service worker and read all the traffics. That is the intended solution, but we're not going to be using that approach right now. Rather, we're going to be capitalizing on the logic flaw within the application. Now, I've gotten the source code of the application, and okay, so let me just go back a little bit. Just give me some seconds. All right, so this is the link to the Intigriti CTF challenge, the BugBank to be precise. So you can see it, BugBank challenge. This repository contains the code of the Intigriti CTF challenge BugBank. To set up the challenge, follow the steps, but we're not setting up, so we just want to see the source code of the challenge. So we're going to go to challenge. So we have a lot of script, so we are going into the backend script and we are taking a look at the queries. So I'm just jumping into where the logic flaws in this particular web application is. You can also explore other script within the application. So I'll just move very fast to the script that actually creates transaction. I think that's page 1 something, 148 or so. Okay, cool. Now, if you take a look at this part of the code, which is the resolve create transaction function, what this function does is it's kind of compare the current user money with the amount. So it ensures that the current user money, sorry, I beg your pardon, it ensures that if the current user money is less than the amount, it should return not enough money. And that is the reason why if you go to the application and you type a value that is much more than the amount of bug that you have on your account, the application return not enough money. So if you go back to the application here, the logic flaw we have here is that the application isn't checking if the amount being imputed by the user is a negative value or a positive value. So an attacker can just easily send a negative value of money here and it get deducted from the account, then transferred to the receiver account. Now, if we want to actually put this in practice, so let me just go straight to my second browser where I can actually capture my request in a Bobsuit. So let me just quickly send the previous request I have here. Okay, so for now I'm going to close the intercept. Let me just forward what I have here. Okay, cool. The idea is we want to have two accounts with two different IDs and we want to be able to send a bug from one account to the other account using the negative value so that we can break the validation that is present in the code. And to do this, we need to create an additional account aside from the one we've created before. So what we're going to do is to quickly grab our link, copy link, and we can just head here, make sure that our Bob suit is not capturing any traffic. So I'm going to paste it here, and I'm going to click on enter. We're going to join, and we're going to create a new account. So we're going to call this one CTFsec user. Remember, the other one is CTFsec admin. I'm going to use the same password, which is password, and I'm going to register. So now that we've successfully logged in as the CTFsec user, remember we currently have 0 bug, and this is our new account ID for the CTFsec user account. And what we want to do is to be able to see how we can transfer a negative bug of value minus 10,000 to the CTFsec admin user. Now what we're going to do is quickly go to transfer bug, but before I do that, I want to make sure that my Bob suit intercept is on, so I'm going to turn it on. So we'll go to the application, and we're going to click on transfer bug. So what we're going to do is to grab the account ID of the CTFsec admin, copy, so we're going to impute it in here. We're going to specify amount that we're sending. We're sending about negative value of 10,000, and send bug. And what we are going to do is to click on transfer. All right, so this request has been captured by the Bob suit. So what we need to do is just scroll down. You can see the request, the transaction. So we have the send transaction as the operation names. We have some different queries within the transaction. We have the ID we are sending our transaction to. We have the amount we are sending, which is the minus 10,000, and we have our description. So what I'm going to do is to right click, send this to repeater, so that we can monitor how our response is going to be before we actually send it. I'm going to send the first one in the repeater. We can see that we actually get success, which is true, and we have our error is null, meaning we are not having any error, and we have 200 status code, which is actually cool. So what we're going to do is to just send this same request, and we forward, make sure we forward all that requests that come along with it. So you can see forward. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at what we have. So you can see that this has been done because we actually did it twice, one from the repeater and the other from the actual proxy tab. Currently now we have 20,000 bucks, and you can see the history between the chat bot and the CTFsec user account. It says this is for the first transaction, and this is for the second transaction. Now if you go to the receiver, which is the CTFsec admin, I'm going to refresh. So this is supposed to have a minus, I guess. Okay, cool. So this has a minus 20,000 bucks because we've sent minus 10,000 bucks twice from the CTFsec user account to the CTFsec admin, and you can also see the history here. We could also do this one more time just to be sure. So I can go to the repeater, I can send the request again, the same 10,000 request. So let's see. So let's send it. Okay, cool. And if we go to here, let me refresh. Forward. Okay, you can see it, 30,000 bucks being added to the account. Now what we're going to do is to actually upgrade to the premium member since we have enough bug. So I'm going to go to settings, I'm going to go to upgrade. Okay, I think that has been captured through the pop. Forward, forward, forward. So I'm going to scroll down, and you can see that we now have the flag, and we are now a premium member, Intigriti, and our flag ID right here. So this is how you solve this challenge. So guys, thank you for watching. I'm sure you've learned 1 or 2 things from this video. Please make sure you subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next video.